I am Dr. Muhammad Noor, consultant, embryologist, anatomist, and histologist. Today, our lecture about the male reproductive system. It includes the scrotum and the penis. These are external genitalia. The internal genitalia includes the testis, the epididymis, ductus deferens, seminal vesicles, prostate, and bulbourethral glands. Here, as you can see, external genitalia, which include the scrotum and the penis. As you can see, the penis, scrotum, and you can see the internal genitalia, which includes the testes, gonads, the testes, and epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, and prostate, and bulbourethral glands around the urethra. Here, take a look to the scrotum, take a look to external cremaster muscle and the septum between the two testes and the spermatic cord that hang the testes in the scrotum. Scrotum, it is a sac of skin and superficial fascia that hangs outside the abdominal pelvic cavity as the root of the penis. It contains two testes separated by midline septum, two testicles separated by midline septum. It is external positioning, keeps the testes 3 degrees centigrade lower than the core body temperature. And why? For the production, the sperm production needs lower temperature. Scrotum, superficial fascia include the dartus muscle, is a smooth muscle that wrinkles scrotal skins. Cremaster is the bands of skeletal muscle that elevates the testes. External spermatic fascia and internal spermatic fascia. Each scrotum contains a testis, epididymis, and various part of the ductus deferens. Take a look at the spermatic cord. The contents of spermatic cord include blood vessels, ductus deferens, as you can see, testicular artery, pampiniform plexus of veins, autonomic nervous system, and also somatic nervous system, ilioinguinal nerve. Here, take a look to the scrotum, take a look to the superficial fascia that contain dartus muscle. Take a look to cremaster muscles, skeletal muscle. Take a look to the middle septum of the scrotum, as you can see, and this section of the penis, 2 corpora cavernosa and 1 corpus spongiosum. And take a look to the suspensory ligament of the penis. Here, 2 tunica vaginalis. It has parietal layer and visceral layer, and tunica albugina. Tunica albugina is deep to the tunica vaginalis. Take a look to the head of the epididymis, caput or head, the penis and accessory glands and prepuce, corpus spongiosum, corpus cavernosum. These are erectile muscles. Seminal vesicles contain 60% or produce 60% of the semen. The alkaline fluid, it contains fructose. Prostate secrete about 30% of the semen, contains citric acid phosphatase and hyaluronidase. Bulbourethral glands contribute about 5% of the semen. Take a look to the male external genitalia, take a look to the corpora cavernosa, corpus spongiosum, which includes the urethra, or 2 corpora cavernosa. These are skeletal muscles. The penis consists of erectile tissue made up of 3 cylinders, 2 corpora cavernosa forming crura, and 1 corpus spongiosum forming the bulb of the penis. It's merged anteriorly to form the body of the penis, and the corpus spongiosum expands anteriorly to form the glans penis. The everted margins of the glans is called corona of the glans, and the narrow part proximal to it, it is called the neck of the penis. Take a look to this section of the penis. You see the penile urethra, you see the glans penis, you see the urethral opening, you see the root of the penis, you see the 2 crus, crura, crus right, left crus. See the section, this section, and the side of the penis, you see the spongy urethra, penile urethra, cavernous bodies too, and see the skin. The penis arterial supply is supplied by branches of the internal pudendal artery. The internal pudendal artery is a branch from the internal iliac artery. Innervation of the penis branches of the pudendal nerve from the stachys plexus provides sensory innervation. The pudendal nerve, the segment from S2, S3, S4. The parasympathetic engorgement of the blood in erectile bodies or erection. Parasympathetic cause erection and sympathetic cause ejaculation. The autonomic nervous system from the inferior hypogastric plexus, which mentioned in last session, the inferior hypogastric plexus. The internal genitalia organs include epididymis, vas deferens, semina vesicles, prostate, ejaculative duct, penile urethra, copper glands, and the testes. Each testis is surrounded by 2 tunics. The tunica vaginalis derived from the peritoneum, and the tunica albuina, the fibrous capsule of the testis. Septa divide the testis into 250 to 300 lobules, and each containing 1 to 4 seminiferous tubules, and the sperm is produced from the seminiferous tubules. Here, take a look to the seminiferous tubules and leading cells. To tunica albuina, it is inside the tunica vaginalis. Tunica vaginalis, it has inner layer and visceral layer. Tunica vaginalis has parietal layer and visceral layer, as you can see. The seminiferous tubules produce the sperm, very important. The sperm is produced from the seminiferous tubules. They converge to form seminiferous tubules. They unite together and form tubules rectus. The straight tubules rectus convey sperm to the rete testis. From the rete testis, the sperm leaves the testis via efferent ductules to enter the epididymis. The vas deferens is the continuation of the epididymis. Surrounding the seminiferous tubules are interstitial cells that produce androgens. Interstitial cells that surround the seminiferous tubules, these cells produce hormones, androgens. Testicular artery is the branch from the abdominal aorta and supply the testis. Testicular veins arise from the pampiniform plexus that is found in the spermatic cord. Spermatic cord encloses peripheral nervous system and somatic nervous system, nerve fiber, blood vessels, and lymphatics that supply the testes. These all are included in the spermatic cord. It has autonomic nervous system, it has somatic nervous system, it has testicular artery, piriform plexus, and it has lymphatics. These are the contents of the spermatic cord. What are the contents of the spermatic cord? It includes the peripheral nervous system, somatic nervous system, nerve fiber, blood vessels, testicular artery, testicular veins, lymphatics that supply the testes, and the vas deferens, or ductal deferens. The testes weight about, the ovoid organ weight about 25 grams, located in the scrotal sac, as I did mention, covered by a peritoneal membrane. It's called tunica vaginalis, which has two layers, parietal and visceral layer. Between them, a small space contains a small amount of fluid between the tunica vaginalis visceral layer and parietal layers. When the fluid causes increase of the scrotum, condition called hydrocele. The hydrocele, hydro means water, is a collection of amount of fluid between the visceral and parietal layers of the tunica vaginalis. Tunica albuginea is a fibrous, lies deep to tunica vaginalis. The tunica vaginalis divides the testes into 250 lobules to 300 lobules into 2-3 seminiferous tubules. 2 to 3 seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules join at the hilum to form the rete testis. As I did mention, seminiferous tubules join to form at the hilum. As I did mention, the hilum is a space for the entrance and exit of the structure. From the rete testis, small ducts, efferent ductules, about 15, connect the testis to the epidermis. From the epidermis, it arises the vas deferens. The vas deferens is a very long. It's about 45 centimeters. It ascends and it joins the duct from the semi-appendix to form the dichotic duct that drain in the prosthetic part of the urethra. Take a look to this cited section. These are the testes, seminiferous tubules, tunica albuginea. Take a look to tunica vaginalis. Take a look to the tubule recti, rete testis. Take a look to ductus efferens, epididymis, to mediastinum testis, ductus deferens or vas deferens. It measures about 45 centimeters. Take a look to the bulbourethric glands around the urethra. Take a look to ejaculatory duct. Take a look to the ampulla of the vas deferens, dilatation of the vas deferens. Take a look to the bladder, urinary bladder. The epidermis is a mass of convoluted tubules about 6 centimeters long. If it is unfolded, it is about 6 meters. If it is folded means coils. If it is coils, it's about 6 centimeters. If it is not coiled, it measures about 6 meters. It is a coma shape. Closely applies to the posterior surface of the testis. Tunica vaginalis separates it from the testis. It has the head. The epidermis has the head, it has the body, and it has a tail. The sperm maturate and stored of about 4 weeks in epidermis. Thus, what is the function of the epidermis? The storage and maturation of the sperms. Ductus deferens or vas deferens. As I did mention, it is the continuation of the tail of the epidermis. It is about 45 centimeters long, narrow lumen with thick, smooth muscle layer. It enters the spermatic cord and inguinal canal. It is one of the contents of the inguinal canal and spermatic cord. It leaves the inguinal canal as a deep inguinal ring. What is a deep inguinal ring? It is a aperture, it's the opening in the transversalis fascia. The deep inguinal ring, it is, as we remember in the GIT, the deep inguinal ring, it is an aperture or it's a foramen in the fascia transversalis. The ductus deferens is dilated terminally to form the ampulla, which join the duct of the semivesicle to form the ejaculator duct, which opens in the prostatic urethra. Take a look to the spermatic cord. Includes vas deferens, collective name for the structure associated with the scrotum, passes through inguinal ligament. It's a very important structure. You may be asked about the spermatic cord. Definition and contents. Definition: collective name for structure associated with the scrotum. It passes through inguinal canal. It includes vas deferens, testicular arteries and veins, lymphatic vessel, cremaster muscle fibers, and nerves. The semivesicle is accessory glands. Semivesicle is paired lobulated masses lie behind the base of the urinary bladder, lateral to the ampulla of the ductus deferens, and in front of the rectum. Its lower end joins the vas deferens beyond its ampulla to form the ejaculator duct, as I did mention. The relation with the rectum allow its palpation when enlarged. Due rectal examination, you can palpate the prostate semivesicles. So the rectum allow its palpation when large. Even you can palpate the semivesicles, and even you can palpate the prostate as well. Take a look to the bladder, urinary bladder, vas deferens, semivesicle, and prostate. It has relation to the prostate. Prostate is a fibromuscular organ, is a muscular and secretory organ situated inferior to the urinary bladder. It has a cone shape with the apex inferiorly. The apex is embarrassed by the levator prostate and sphincter urethral muscles. It's about 3 centimeters in each dimension, in length, in width, and in thickness. There are 2 lateral loops and median loop. The lateral loops unite anterior and posterior surface of the gland. The median loop is between the upper part of the urethra and the ejaculator duct. Prostate-specific antigen. Prostate-specific antigen blood test get tested to everyone above 45 years old. It is indicative of cancer of the prostate if it increases. Bulbourethral glands located inferior to the prostate within the urethral diaphragm empties into spongy urethra or penile urethra. As I did mention, the urethra has 3 parts: prostatic part, membranous part, and spongy part or penile part. What is the function or what are the functions of the bulbourethral glands? Neutralize urine in urethra while lubricate semen for the passage. Take a look to the here. Take a look to the testis, vas deferens, prostate, semivesicles. All this you can see it. Homologous structure. The glans penis in male, like glans penis, glans clitoris in female. Penile pubis foreskin, clitoral pubis hood. Corpus cavernosum, corpus cavernosum. Urethral surface, labia minor or labia minora. Prostate gland, Skin's gland in the female. Scrotum, labia majora. Corpus spongiosum, vestibular bulbs. Testis, ovary. Forms of contraceptions. The Permian method of birth control, vasectomy, tying of vas deferens, also known as male sterilization, is surgically cutting and tying the vas deferens. It prevents the passage of sperm and prevents pregnancy. Take a look to the Permian method of birth control, how to test this, see the vas deferens, you see the incision line, the cutting line, excise segment of vas deferens and ligation. Excise, take it out, and to ligate both sides. Okay, thank you very much. That's all what I get to tell you.